Someone that's been missing is Jett Howard. It seems the only posts that we get from the Orlando Magic about Jett Howard are the same one that says Jett Howard has been reassigned to the Osceola Magic. And it's the same picture, and Orlando Magic just sends it out from their Twitter. So it's nice to get some other content. Welt God wanted to give some other content about Welt God. And this is a meme here of, a scary moment for a young person. When you turn out the lights, Dad, Jett Howard is hitting no-look threes from under my bed. And Papa goes under there to see, why the fuck is he still in the G League and not here? Yeah, I guess.
I
don't know.
I think I've changed my tune on this whole concept because, there's a lot of guys, and we talked about it a little bit with Caleb Houston last year, where it's like, hey, if they're not going to get minutes with us right now, get that minutes somewhere else, because clearly he wasn't really ready to join us and thought he needed some more seasoning. So I'm glad he's down there lighting it up. I don't expect him to come to our team and light it up if we brought him up tomorrow. So I think he's getting some reps that are in there, and it would be nice to have a sharpshooter out there on the floor. I don't know if he's at that spot yet, but it's nice to think that there could be that in the future. So I'm kind of more of a little bit like, I've given up on this now. Obviously we could have had two players that were going to really contribute, maybe perhaps start. And obviously that ship has sailed. So I'm sort of just like, what do we do now? Well, AB is getting enough time with us. Jett may not. So might as well get the minutes down there. And, if something happens and we need him, I like that there's something else to look forward to from him, because right now there would just been a lot of like, oh, why aren't you here? Why aren't these two top picks contributing more? But they're very young. They have plenty of time to get better. So I'm being more patient with them.
Yeah, Peach, I agree. I agree totally with you on this. It feels maybe this way too because the team has been shooting the lights out like the last 10 games. So the need for three-point shooting doesn't feel as dire as it did in, I don't know, what was it, January, end of December, when we were just losing with guys out and rotations all jacked up, and we're shooting 31% from as a team and last in the league because, this is a guy that we thought could do that. But, what minutes is he going to be getting on the Orlando Magic right now? Just looking at, Anthony Black, let's see, where are his stats here? Anthony Black, who you mentioned, who is getting a little bit of burn with Markelle being out, for the year is averaging 18 minutes, which is pretty damn good. But he's not taking those minutes. That's good. But right now, Jett Howard is playing 32 minutes in the G League and taking 10 three-point attempts, making 3.8 of them, shooting 37% from beyond the arc. Isn't this exactly why we were excited about the G League and the NBA a few years ago, making the relationship more clear and consistent and really making the G League the farm system for direct NBA teams so that we could do this? Because a guy who maybe isn't quite ready on the defensive side of the ball or is still getting acclimated to even the distance of the three-point line, although it appears he's doing pretty damn well with that, can get 32 minutes in a professional setting. He's still getting his money. I know he's probably bummed about being in the G League, but life ain't too bad for Jett Howard. And he'll be up here soon. If it's not at the end of this year, there's space. Gary Harris is on an expiring deal. Do we bring him back? That's a spot that Jett Howard, some of those minutes can be for Jett. What happens with Markelle Fultz or, Chuma Okeke, who doesn't really see any minutes, but that's just another roster spot that might be open. Same thing with Admiral and Kevon Harris. So the bench might get a little, might have some more room for Jett. And really it's just about the minutes, because we don't want him sitting there like Chuma Okeke getting no burn. So we'll see what happens. Caleb Houston is a team option, I believe, next year. So these are some of the things that I'm not really worried that he'll come up. Would I like to see him up with the big squad? Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. But, hey, I trust in this front office, and if they want to bring – and this coaching staff, and if they want to bring him along slowly, that's the right move.